Hey guys, welcome to the video. It's 1442 Stuart, and today we're going to be going over one of the latest frames that seems to be popping up on YouTube all over the place, Chroma. He's not new to the game, in fact he's very old. He's the dragon frame, although pretty much nothing dragony about him. But he is a good frame when used correctly. Let's get straight into it, let's go straight into the build. Right, let's just go over his skills. There's the overall build if you want to go for it. We're using the same 4 mods which keep your ass alive regardless of which frame you're using, unless you're using a health based frame like Anaros or Glovo. Vigilante Vigor, Equilibrium, Fast Deflection, Adaptation. These 4 mods, very good. Put them on, makes the game very easy. Gives your shield a 0.2 second delay to recharge with 159 recharge rate, but that's dependent on how much shield you have. I'm using Prime Redirection in this build also, just to buff more shield, and that's for because of Chroma's abilities, his Elemental Ward. Prime Flow for more energy, Prime Continuity for a bit of duration, Blind Rage because the more power strength, the more damage you get out of Chroma, Arcane Fury for more melee damage, Arcane Aegis to proc Invincibility for 12 seconds, Steel Charge for more melee damage, and Prime Sure Footed in the Aura mod. Right, yeah, Exilus mod, sorry. His passive is, you can jump 3 times. Fucking useless. Honestly, one of the worst passives in the game. Spectral Stream, don't use it. It does a breath, you can change the damage of the breath. It's fucking useless, don't use it. Elemental Ward, extremely useful. We're going to be going for the electricity, which gives us an extra 54% base shield capacity, but that's based off of your original shield capacity, which is 370, so 54% ain't shit. But 45% status chance on electricity is very good because it's a cold CC. And the damage multiplier, I don't really know what that means because it doesn't multiply your damage by 18.1, so I don't know what the fuck that is. But it's good anyway. We're going for electricity because it buffs the shield, which gives you more shield regen because your shield's higher, yada yada yada. Vex Armor gives you a 633% armor increase, kind of redundant to us because we're using shield, and a 500%, 497% damage increase. You can obviously get this number a lot higher the more you invest into strength, but the more you invest into strength, the harder it is to maintain and create a balance. I just like to run this, not too much strength, not too little, because it's more than enough, as I'm sure you'll see from the gameplay footage. And we've Helminthed over his 4th ability, because I'm sacrilegious. His 4th ability is normally you jump out of Chroma's and he leaves an effigy of himself there, dependent on the elemental variant that you chose. It'll do that type of damage, do a couple of abilities. Fucking useless, don't use it. But Raffle Advance in the other case is extremely useful. Use it, gives you 181% melee crit chance, lasts for 14.5 seconds, and it's a 12.5 meter teleport, which is pretty useful for Chroma because he's not the most mobile of frames. We're going to be running the Zoris with this to take advantage of the complete overhaul of the whole electricity melee influence. Whenever you proc electricity, it'll spread the electricity to the next guy and it bounces off of each other and everybody fucking explodes. Got Life Strike in here, take it off if you want to, you don't really need it. There's the build. Take a couple of seconds to screenshot it, copy it, steal it, whatever the hell you want. You don't need Prime Reach, I just like to have my explosions be as big as possible. I've got basically 2 dead mods here from Prime Reach and Life Strike. If I take those 2 out, put 2 other mods in like Gladiator, I think they're called Gladiator Might, get an extra bit of crit damage. I could go for more base damage. Of course, condition overloads in this build because it's one of the most important mods in the game. I run Xenuric only because I've got a negative efficiency, as you can see in the bottom right there, and I like to have an overwhelming amount of energy. You could run Arcane Energize in this if you want, just replace it for Fury. You don't really need Fury because you get loads of added damage off Chroma anyway. I just wanted to add a bunch more on, just for a bit bigger numbers. Right. I'm going to build up the damage with Chroma, which you do by killing people with a ranged weapon. I'll be using the Tenet Envoy because I'm using Prime Sure Footed and it gives me an excuse to use my rocket launcher without falling over every 2 seconds. So as you can see in the top right there, 407, 497%, 497%. Cool. His armor buff is based off of when you take damage to shields. So as you can see, I'll unpause the AI real quick. 190, 633%. Already capped out. But because we're using my little shield trick, you don't need armor. And these are the kind of things you can expect to see off Chroma. And as you can see, it works pretty well. You get 1176 shield off that. It's not the greatest. I'd like to have a bit more, even with prime redirection and the electricity. That's all we're getting. But as you can see, the damage is definitely nothing to you know, laugh about. It's one hitting level 110 steel path corrupted heavy gunners completely. And when it spreads the status around, it'll just die immediately. As per usual, guys, I'll be putting a little 5 to 6 minute showcase of me playing this. I've put it in conjunction survival this time, so the enemies are going to be a lot harder, but you'll see that it makes absolutely no difference to my builds. My builds scale well past level 1000 with this shield gating. It's very easy to stay alive doing this. Very easy. I'm telling you now, it's the new shield gate meta. Right, that's my Chroma build. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Hope to catch you next time, and peace.